All right, so that's what it is. I told you I was coming back, and here I am. Folks, this is the time that we get to talk about the industry for 30 minutes, and it's just because of you. We do this just because of you. You know what I mean? And so, many thanks to you for putting your dials over here and making sure that you stay with us here on Joy Prime versus Showbiz. Now, my name is KMJ. I was born to talk. It's always a pleasure to come here and have a conversation with you. So, let's talk about what exactly we're looking at today here on the show. Earlier, I told you that we'll be looking at the Ghanaian comedy industry and see if indeed it's flourishing or it's not doing well. Now, lots of Ghanaians have not been happy about the way the comedians do their things here in Ghana. So we're looking at comedy in Ghana as a whole. Now, into that, we'll be talking to one young man, very short, but he's been doing super well for himself. And he has a show coming up on the 28th, this Friday, at the National Theatre. Lexi the comic is going to be joining me over here in the studio for us to have a conversation in the industry. Now, I believe most of us were younger when Key Soap concert party hits Ghana. Ghana comedy was in its prime. Talk of creativity, arts, and of course, putting a laugh on the face of Ghanaians. Incredible moments. Watch it.
Martinez young say we are Siabrabo Ebono. I quiet to say, Sebio, or Ban Singapore, no one could know about Modia Cockroom, or Banuato chocolate did Diabrano. Obenya Diaji, Nuedi, Nuodi, we are not in the Catamanian and the new black was about I ended it. I know you in fast when you never did. Ha! If you are Siabrabo Ebo, Mummy. Mema, anything. Yemi Nuni, see a bossy wally. Me and Queen were two of us as well, Wally, on Pen Wassam. And who obey any other boss who say, Pine, just over Wallino. Or Bana makes the crown also the two to say, Pine, Mewallo. That's what one that's also over Wallino. And ya Walliano. Obetina Beme, war fine, war free, or Santa Table, or Santa Queni, or Mosquito, Alabi, Coweni, Baba Satam, Inteleshi, Waweni, one of your logo, Common Tapa, Muzielape, Sule Fride, Epoya Bomb. Oh, Bemani Damon, Yama Baby, when a Bemeti, Efe, Obian say, or bad.
Lorry, I will station. Miss Mitikan will be can in Yama. Na papa do okay anymore. Teaching a station when I were my short. When you be at to we see from Quenim Kakra. Mammy be so okay anymore the same car. Tell bands both for to meet them. Or short to see by the station when you now. Now, Osha asked what I want to go on. Lauren is packing and me and Faso. Oh, Nakana, she, dear Cono. Any meeting and something from my father, and his pet no started that. Only mammy, Papa, no, you see, mammy, no, pine. No, mammy, what dad, what you see, Papa, no, pine. One more the pine. Can no more. What would you want in aircon? Sana Papa ni Benyani. No, I didn't know I stop up, Mamma.
I had your boko.
Anyway, I know you are my best friend.
Yeah.
So I would like to express myself in a bit English.
Yeah.
Another way, then you translate it to him.
English, T.
That's right. Well, all my trouble is everybody knows he's a millionaire in the town. Yeah. He's a money lender.
Yeah.
That's how I came here just to come and beg him to lend me an amount of 500,000 and give me some period to come and pay it back.
Okay.
That's my
opinion. I see Yamiani. Who say more?
Kojo. Mami amen kawai. Kajan Monte say, me buy a yabonny. Save your penny for a bonny cry. You crow. I'm say croma minimum. Yeah. On no way here for. Chesa, we here be our banning child. Men so much some of the binding say. Me, okay, Nana me kusichire ba ye obi akochire kusie wo me mefuom ma me mayina ahye tesi a me ho kire me ti me ba ya me kokoro ne se me pepe bi sia 5
ase kama obeji asase chese ntokwa basabasa nti yedi ka report okuro no se hwe obi bo wa o de money bi ani nti na abesi police station wo ho no bra na ba report so okay alafu yukoji asase o wafuom o do ade hwe se odi mirika firefuom be 3:30 anwumre waba adan esuo no so nanim nyina honhon adan so nkofo bi pese o mo je na asase no nti sa na tie a yenko no so okay mekwa kwachi o mo nyina na me mmom me nkofo e ka me ho nyina ani afro je pomma ye nyina ekoe ye ko eduru kwa mu abe akoye gina wa je doka kama ahina be miensa obi atwitwa bi obi ani so aye fine because utumi se nipa kro hasa aga ama no se on fa sase no wo pese opam ne film no ade e de be ye saso no mu a niam e de be nya somo ye duru afuom ho ape come on ode ye kwatena dua kase bi heti ase o so okay o ko fa soro ho no mu odi mirika ko fa soro ho na umbehu se wasa banti ombeche no enti atititi ho na sa enkomodidie mu ansa nsana bobie no so we ya no otonko baako kopo baako otonko na nitira ko pim dua no sa emoboro na wodua.
May the souls of those greats over there rest in perfect peace. Now, using the paramount element of satire, it's bred a lot of great talents such as Bobo Kala and comedic Bob Santo, all of blessed memory, Judas Ejako, and the list goes on and on. This was greatly attended and involved prominent people in this country till it's gradually lost its touch. Now, years later, we witnessed Nigerian stand-up comedy creep in when Charterhouse introduced a night of 1,000 laughs, and most of the comedy acts were Nigerians. Now, gradually, the father of the new age comedy in Ghana, Mr. Kwaku Sinti, Mr. KSM, started satire comedy with the very known Efia Srebo show, which was the most attended comedy show in Ghana. Later, DKB, Oscar, and of course, Funny Face, Foster Romanus, James Brown pushed a new face of stand-up comedy in Ghana, which was a struggle because there was a strong negative misconception that Ghanaian comedians are not funny, which has been proven wrong. Later along the line, it has been embraced by many Ghanaians, including Charterhouse and other event organizers, to actually include our own DKB, Foster Romanus, Obi Amponsan, James Brown, Lexi the Comic, Chemical, David Agla, TK, Jacinta, and a whole lot more who will crack your ribs on stage. Comedy shows like Friday Corporate Comedy, which used to be at Citizen Coffee, Comedy Express, Laugh Line, Lipo, Laugh Kitchen, Corporate Comedy, and others are getting Ghana stand-up comedy better year by year. Now, recently, some of our finest comedians, DKB, Lexi the Comic, Chemical, and the only female comedian, Jacinta, rock showed us with great comedians like Salvador from Uganda and Acapella from Nigeria at a Lord of the Rapes comedy show. Below are the new generation comedians pushing the comedy industry to higher heights. And we have comedian David Agla, Foster Romanus, we have DKB, we have comedian Obi, we have comedian Chemical, Jacinta, comedian James Brown Jr., Clemento Suarez, aka Sarkodie. We have it's Lexi, the man Lexi the Comic, and in team also over there. Let's take a trip into the lives of these people.
Okay, I mean, what are you doing here?
Yes, I'm here to interview you for a job.
You want to interview me?
Now you're mine.
Are you serious at all? Okay, as what?
As a doctor in this hospital.
You want to be a doctor in this hospital?
Unfortunately.
Young man, I don't think you are serious. Okay, what's your qualification?
Pardon?
What is your qualification?
As for my qualification, yeah, it's good. You see, when I was in class 5, I was a cupboard monitor. Then when I got to class 6, I was a blackboard cleaner. I cleaned till somebody became and they took it from me.
What has that got to do with it?
But you people say you want.
No, it's not my fault. You see, when I was young, we went for miracle services. So all the children lined up. So when you get a pastor, will say, you know, you shall be great. You shall have money. Your finances shall be amazing. When you go to the pastor stop, look at me and started smiling. You shall be the head and not the tail. And I'm the head, exactly. Shout out to my brother Shatawali. Yeah. You know one thing about Shatawale? I will never book Shatawale for a show. No, I've said it before. Everything else will tend to Wale. They won't hear anything. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the next performer. Wale. And shout out to our media partners. Wale. This show is proudly organized by Wale. And you see Shatawale at the backstage. But why? You people tell them to keep going. Why? If you need no money. May they continue to talk with money. Super scary. You know, Shatawale said Whiskey is not a superstar. And people were upset. You know what happened in Dubai? Shatawale wasn't able to perform and they made Whiskey and the video didn't perform. Imagine Wale was backstage. And you say what? Asia.
See, as they come now, come see if I can pen. See, wifey they pop on, women there. Wifey know they watch the girl, they watch man. If you are a man, raise your hand. How many people like that? Oh, women, make some noise for herself. Woman power. Oh, wifey was looking with this. They call it the eye window. They got the mother they come. If you're a man, now come and say, where is my phone? Women will confuse you. That's when I see women and they have low self-esteem. I'm like, how? Look, you just have to say one word and they'll start rhyming.
For the whole world to know where something's strength was. You know, 1,000 men attack something, they ask something. Something, where is your strength? Something said, I don't know where my strength is. The letter came so easy and good. Like, something, where is your strength? Something did not even think. He said, it's in my head. And nobody gets me more angry than Adam. Of late boys are saying, why did Adam eat the apple? Why did Adam eat the apple? It is some boys I know. They'll even eat the apple, chew the tree, and ask if, is there anything again to chew? Because you can imagine way back those days, he was totally naked, standing by the apple, and no ladies can pose. She was like that. Naked. And she was having the apple in her hand. As a matter of fact, Adam even called Eve, don't you have any apple for me to eat?
See, if he has been shifting your expensive pants when the government of changing, is disrespectful. What kind of life is that? I know now the women are happy. Yeah, she's talking in her favor. Until let me advise you. He's cheating on me. This man are cheating. Why won't he cheat on me? When he met you, you used to wear G-string and things that are sexy. After you enter house, you started wearing his boxers with a grace.
Say, neighbor, are you ready for the word of God? For the word of God, with a slap of offering, let's welcome the Papa of all papas, the oracle of God, the mouthpiece of God, the seer of God. Let's slap our hands for Archbishop Duncan Williams. Then you see charismatic pastors, they are boss you. This is how they come. Hallelujah. Slap your hands. Please slap. Slap, is it S-L-A-P or S-H? So what a slap your hand. It's crazy. Then they go like, touch your neighbor. Say neighbor. Say neighbor. Do you believe in miracles? Say miracles. 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 Nina can wo. Exaggerate. But I love charismatic. But you realize that charismatic churches in Accra are different from that of Kumasi.
I can't be sitting in air condition and still be sweating like this because of the fact that I'm laughing. I'm so much excited seeing these guys do what they do. So say miracles. All right, welcome back here on Showbiz now. Talented Ghanaian comedians over there you saw for yourself. And that's the conversation we're having today. GH comedy, has it improved? Is it getting better? Are we going to get there? Do we still have to continue comparing ourselves to the likes of the Nigerians who, I mean, started way back? Somebody will tell you that in a Nigerian home, every single person from the mother to down to the last born, they are comedians. I don't know about us, but whatever it is, we have a conversation today. And you can also join us on our social media pages. Don't forget that we'll open the phone lines later for you to also join us. In the meantime, in the studio, this is the man, Swag. Lexi the comic. Bro. I like your outfit. You look good. You look like a comedian.
Oh, really?
Your lives are not structured. You can wear anything to anywhere and you're okay.
I'm a rib surgeon. Okay. AKA humor therapist. AKA. I don't like it when people call me comedian. You know, I'm
so all of a sudden it's been sexy. Speak up.
No, I'm just saying
you're
that.
Not talking to your girlfriend.
You know, I'm talking to you. Somebody will call my dad, my mom right now. We saw your son in tree, and then I get TV so now or yeah.
No, yeah, they. You've been feeding them with that small.
Yeah, small. Yeah.
So now it's accepted that what Jimmy.
No.
In your house, I mean.
Nah, they don't say that.
Have Ghanaians accepted say what Jimmy?
That was me when Nika.
Anyway, all right, bro. Let's talk about comedy. GH. I don't know how to put it because you see, you have to be very careful before you start getting issues for yourself. But do you think that we've done our best as comedians? So enough of all the backlash and insults.
Okay, as we say, nobody is perfect. It's a growing industry. We are still learning, and out of some criticisms we are getting, that's the constructive ones. It's shaping us bit by bit. I keep hearing people compare us to our sister or neighboring country, like, hey, you people, these people are doing better than the whole of Basket Mouth career is older than our industry. That's yeah, we're doing the stand-up, like, I mean, the contemporary kind of stand-up comedy.
He's been there for
years. He's been there for like 20 years. Okay, Bakassi has been doing comedy for 25 years. And
okay, so
that is like more than any of us doing the current kind of.
If he's older than the industry, then
yes. So yeah, we are now like growing up. So everything time that I hear like, hey, people, you are this, you are that, you are that. I feel they should constructively don't condemn. Don't say you're not funny. Because one way or the other, what you just saw, I don't think people were not laughing. Those who came there, they laughed. But maybe with time, it could get, right now, we are in the better stage. It could get to the best stage. But we are still working towards it. I'm not saying nobody should criticize, but in a manner where we will feel like they accept us, but they still want us to improve. Not like they rubbish our efforts.
Has it been the fact that maybe some of you, or not, if not all of you, have not been consistent, you know, and that's why people see you as maybe you guys are just trying to be funny, you know, because consistency is key. And if you're looking at what we call comedy, a lot of people would expect that you don't fail at any point in time, regardless.
I don't want to sound blasphemy, but let's take religious this thing aside. There are times that sometimes you even pray to God. You expect God to come to your need at a particular time, and God doesn't show like that because He feels it's not the right time. Will you say God is not being consistent?
But this is your career we're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm just saying
you're top notch.
We have lawyers in Ghana who know their craft. They know the law. Some even end up getting jailed. We even know lawyers who don't lead, most good lawyers, but they sometimes get bad days, they don't win their cases. Comedians are not superhuman. Bad days will definitely happen. If you come to my show expecting Lexi crack me up, yes, there is a 90% of me cracking you, but there is a 10% of me failing because there is a human factor there too. And when you compare me to others, the comparison every time is all about like, you people and this and you people and that. There have been so many times they bring other foreigners too who don't live up to expectations. If I'm lying, there's event organizers.
Is there a typical example?
I can't mention, but the event organizers, they know. After every show, they talk about it. Even the last,
the one over the weekend,
the Lord of the Rings, like the one we had this year. I know some foreign.
But you hardly hear any comedian from the foreign side say, you know, after the event, say that today I didn't perform well. I don't say I was not in my element, and so forgive me and stuff like that. You hardly hear things like that.
that is another like it's. I won't say it's one of those things. It's a mistake. We all sometimes have flaws. You're a radio presenter, TV personality. Sometimes you talk certain things are not even radio friendly, but mistakenly just slips in, and you need to be prompted on it. So maybe somebody apologized. It's a mistake. We should accept, move on from there. But to brand the whole sector as you people are not funny, it's not cool, because I think the number of times GH comedians have failed Ghanaian audience, it's not as much as the number of times
that you guys have succeeded in every event.
Okay, in my career so far, I don't remember the last time I was billed on the show.
So let's narrow it down to casting our minds back into the old times. You saw them Commodore, Colors, and all of that. Were there a point in our lives? I mean, we all watched Concert Party at the time that these guys came and never delivered. Was there a point in time like that? So I'm looking at the consistency, even if not from Nigeria, casting our minds back to those times, because it's your craft. This is what you feed yourself from. So I mean, watching them, I don't know when Okala or someone else disappointed.
Is that what you think, or you can't recall?
Well, that's what I think. I monitor consistently, and I didn't see any time that any of them failed. Now, the reason being that it's not because you guys are not doing well, but we think that to make a progressive move, you guys have to ensure that you're always on point.
We are not disputing that fact. If you are
that is what Ghanaians are also crying about. You're
not getting the point. You're not getting the point. Ghanaian comedians feel when they do so well, because conference center accommodates 2,000 people, can just accommodate 2,000. The dome 20,000. The number of Ghanaians outside the auditorium is more than those within. I can tell you 90% of people who say GH comedians are most of them have not even been, but they believe what bloggers and journalists feed them. So if you come to a comedy show and maybe KMJ, I've been billed with you, and maybe that day you don't do well, Lexi does well. Okay, talk about KMJ, but what happens to me? At least some light should be thrown on me that it is not that bad. At least one person emerged on the night to do well, but you throw all the weight towards this gentleman and make it look like the entire show, all the GH comedians that were billed. Okay. Because we bring about 5 Nigerians to Ghana. If 4 of them makes Ghanaians laugh, they are okay with it. So why is it that when a comedian from Ghana fails out of like 5 comedians building from Ghana, and it becomes like the whole GH?
Now let's talk about a revival process. Now this is David Oscar. Let's check this out.
Asamoah nearly gave me a heart attack, hypertension, and all the tensions when he missed that penalty kick. Charlie. I mean, how can you take a penalty thinking you have scored already? I'm sure he was saying in his head, Charlie, I'll be the first player to take Ghana and Africa to the World Cup semis. Even Abedi Pele and Tony Yeboah and Roger Miller and all those boys couldn't do it. Just focus and score the penalty before you think about how to celebrate it. He did it. He just went, Asamoah, hey! And he missed it. Idiot. And did you see the expression on his face when he took that kick? Take a look.
This also happened to be part of the revival process. I mean, undoubtedly, these are people who changed the face of comedy here in Ghana. David Oscar, there for you. Now, let's check another one from KSM, and we'll come back and then we'll continue from that.
System of the Ghana spirit. This is when they just get a shock and they realize, oh, okay, I'm in Ghana, things are different. I told the story of the returnee trying to get a taxi, standing there going, cab. Oh, cab. So hey, this is Ghana. So that cab, but I say taxi. So, hey, taxi. And you know Ghana taxi drivers. He goes and he stops 100.
All right, so that's the man KSM, a legend right there. Now let's talk about packaging before we delve into other matters. It has to do with packaging. Are we repeating ourselves too much? Are we not reinventing ourselves as comedians? Can that also be a reason why Ghanaians feel we're not doing well?
When you say that, I don't know where because casting your mind back from the days of David Oscar. There has been like tremendous improvement in what we do. So the reinvention, everybody needs to improve, try to inculcate different things into their this thing. But everything is time. With time, with process, everything. You learn from mistakes. You fail, you fall, you stand. Then you keep walking. We were born. We didn't just shoot up walking. Yeah. We had at some point we had to sit, crawl. Then we started like walking and started running. Now,
are we not slowing our own process because others are fast ahead of us?
They say patience is a virtue. Patience is. That's what I said. I wish like we could also go back to the days when Nigerians were also starting their kind of stand-up comedy. The challenges they had. Maybe we just saw the success, but we didn't see the struggle. The
development process.
The struggle. Right now. I still say this. We are in the like. We are in the era where we are still, sorry to use them, we are like Christians trying to evangelize. We are trying to win souls. Gradually, the notion in the Ghanaian mind is GH comedians. So we are gradually trying to get them to love us, which it will take time because it took years for people that kind of mindset or whatever to be built. And it has been like dabbed on us, so it will take a long while for us to erase it. And I know it wouldn't come easy. So as time goes,
we still have to put in hard
work. Yeah, that's basically that.
All right. So on the 28th of this month, on Friday, this gentleman seated over here, Lexi the Comic, has his own show he's putting together. Yesterday, I was watching Akporo on one of the channels in Nigeria, and trust me, about 20 comedians supporting just one individual. I think these guys have been doing so here in Ghana. It's just that we've not been able to push them to that limit. I mean, DKD has had his 10, all of them. So we're going to get there. But let's get some calls, and he has some tickets to give us. I'll tell you some more details about it. Akosia.
Hello.
How are you doing, dear?
Please, I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Go ahead.
Okay, please. I feel comedy is one of the most difficult parts of entertainment. So we should give credits to our entertainers, our comedians. We should.
Okay, Akosia, you're in Kumasi, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, you have a ticket. How do you attend the event on Friday?
Oh dear, I wish I can, and I will try.
Okay, so my princess will talk to you. If you're able to make it to Accra, fine, let me know.
I will.
Okay?
I will.
All right, many thanks. You can also just get in touch. Welcome, dear. Get in touch. Lexi has a show on the 28th of this month, on Friday at the National Theatre. Tickets are going for 50 and 80 Ghana cedis. Make sure that you support GH Comedy. We all have to support it. I mean, the tickets are running out, so make sure that you go and grab yours. And then let's meet over there. I'm going to be there. I'm not missing it for anything. Now, what new are we expecting on Friday?
On a day I mobilized, I think the topmost stand-up comedians in Ghana, right from myself. I'll be the anchor holding it down from start to
King DKB.
DKB is there for Star Romano.
Is he still the king? He's always been the king.
KSM gave him the title. I respect KSM for giving him the title.
Okay.
And
so King DKB is going to be there.
King is there, and myself I'll be there. Teacher Kojo, Facebook sensation.
I'm looking forward to Teacher Kojo.
Most of you just see him on Facebook and social media, like he's.
I want to see
but
that.
you've never seen him do stand up. If this is the first time, like meet, you love him. He's good. The Teacher Kojo will be there. Chemical will be there. ID James Brown will be there. Obi Amponsa.
Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Brahima.
Boss.
Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, I'm listening to the program live from Ashama, and I think what the guy is saying.
His name is Lexi. Okay. What Lexi is saying here?
What the guy is saying is making a lot of sense. So I think we should support them for them to come up.
Okay.
We should give them the massive support that they need. Yeah.
Okay, so you want a ticket, but before you go, mention his name is Lexi the Comic, okay?
Yeah, Lexi the Comic.
Exactly. So we don't do that guy. Let's be friends with ourselves. Let's be brothers, okay? That's what it is. Anybody who comes here, just make sure you mention the person's name. All right. So Lexi, you're mentioning Jacinta. No, there's a new girl coming through.
There's a new girl. Jacinta will be there as a guest, but not perform.
Okay.
This show is also to unearth new ones. So we have a new female gem also supporting.
What's her name?
Shaukia. She's very great.
I saw her.
Yeah. You should see her on stage. She's beautiful, not just beautiful. Unemployment has given her a different talent. So now she does comedy. So
the boyfriend should be listening.
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, then we have a Bogo Blay.
Okay.
Vodafone. If you watch Vodafone Icons, there was this guy, very good guy, also a rapper, also supporting. Felinuna will also be there to support. So 28th of September is going down.
All right, so it's just this Friday, all right? Just this Friday, make sure that you are there. And please, if you don't have your tickets yet, go ahead and grab your tickets. It's 50 and
50 cedis for single, 80 for double. And
where can we get them, the tickets?
You can hit me up at on Facebook, Lexi the Comic, LEKZYDCOMIC. And the comic autocorrect will give you demonic. Please change it and write the comic. And I'll get you your ticket. We'll deliver it. National Theatre, you can go there right from today till the date. You'll get some too at the gate. So
okay,
pass by.
All right, so you definitely have to be there. Lexi, many thanks to you for coming through, bro. And we've been talking about GH comedy. We've been talking about you being at the Laugh Line comedy show on Friday. If you missed it, I'm going to have issues with you, right? So make sure you're there. All right, many thanks to my production team and of course to you for watching. My name is KMJ. I was born to talk. It's been a profitable 30 minutes and I'm the king of GH television show.